right. Ladies and gentlemen, just give me a couple seconds so I can go ahead and configure and the tags and all that stuff. And then I'll give you a full update about what's going on. And it's fucking crazy because I think that should be good enough. Yeah. Then of course I'll add these. Okay. All right, we should be good. Anyways, Bubbles is back. Now, after the situation that occurred, like I said, the customer service said to go ahead and file a ticket, then follow up and say that so and so's like sent you, kind of a situation, right? Where you're seeing that a customer service representative overturned what is the customer service on the actual ticket system that you can submit through the web is deciding. All that being said, we now know that AGS doesn't record what the bans are stating. They don't show the comments. They don't have any of that information. They only have that individuals that are reported for X behavior, right? So at the end of the day, we're seeing individuals are getting banned for false reports for under certain like pretenses, regardless of what is being stated on the actual report, they're getting banned. So there's no way this is not a bot, right? There's no way. Because here's the thing, for someone to be able to make a valid decision on whether someone should be banned or not, right? You would have to state what the person was banned for. What was the reasoning? What was the events that occurred beforehand? Because you can't make an educated statement about whether someone should be banned or not unless you have the information, right? That's like you becoming a jury, right? And they're like, okay, now decide on whether we convict this guy or we don't. Well, what's the information about the conviction? It's like, oh, well, it's domestic violence. Well, okay, is there videotape? Is there audio? Is there any, what's the evidence? Are there testimonies? Right? Do we have third parties and stating that this person, has committed these crimes? It's like, oh no, there's domestic violence. That's not how a system works, right? It's not acceptable in any way, shape, or form. And you know what? Even though the ban was unturned and everything, we need a fucking apology, right? Because it's not acceptable for this kind of behavior from a company that's running a game. Right? You have a community. Your number one concern should be players. Now, let's put this in perspective. If your players are getting falsely banned because of a system that you implemented, who's at fault? You're punishing players without having any real information about it. Whether it's a bot, whether it's shitty fucking moderators, it doesn't matter what it is. It needs to be addressed. Now, I'm glad that the unban went through. We haven't had any additional information in regards to what kind of simple implementations are going to be placed about how to prevent this in the future. But I feel like as a community, we need to push these because you know what? At the end of the day, it's large companies or large cliques of individuals that are following the mob mentality that I was talking about, that is abusing the system that there is and punishing players that are not part of their cliques, right? And it just becomes a flame war. Is essentially what happens. But AGS needs to stand up and state that they're going to change the system. The innocent players will not be punished because this is a fucking joke. It's a fucking joke. What else is there to say? Like it's stupid. There's no rhyme or reason from AGS on their logic of their decisions from a macro point of view. Right? You have players that are getting falsely banned. The combat has constant fucking feedback stating that it's clunky. Weapon swapping is fucked. Weapon balancing makes no sense because there's too many fucking weapon updates at once, right? Instead of making little micro changes to slowly adjust and bring everything on par, they do these giant fucking updates. And now they're pushing this content, right? They're creating future content. Meanwhile, people are getting falsely banned. You know what I mean? It's insane. It's fucking insane. And people will sit there and talk shit in global until it happens to them. Right? That's what it is. People were talking shit. It's like, oh, that guy deserved to be banned. Why? He's not banned anymore, so obviously he didn't deserve to be banned. Are you fucking for real? Is this where you're going with this? Because it makes no sense whatsoever. AGS, you need to start changing your systems and you need to look at the fundamentals of your fucking game, because if the foundation isn't proper, the game is not going to prosper. There's no fucking way. You have to change how your game is operating and how things are orchestrated. Whoever's your quality assurance, like your QA, your QC, they need to be whipped into shape. Things need to be shifted and they need to be done soon. Because here's the thing. We've already lost majority of our player base. We have server merges that are coming in order to try and alleviate the problems and burdens of individuals getting burnout because there's no one to fucking play with, right? They want higher populations on the server so the game is more enjoyable. AGS, have you ever considered or like just sat down and asked yourself, okay, why did we lose 90+% of our player base? Well, it has to be just the exploitations. You know, I almost quit the day that I got falsely banned the first time. You know what I mean? Like, I've been falsely banned a lot. Luckily, I haven't at all now. And it's not that my behavior's changed. It hasn't changed at all. It's just I just stopped fucking talking. You know what I mean? I pick certain fights because I don't want to get fucking banned. And it's sad. It's fucking pathetic that your system encourages bullying to the nth degree. This is not good behavior, man. This is not how shit's supposed to function. And that's literally what's happening. So AGS needs to fucking change their shit. They need to consider how things are being ran. And if they don't fucking change it, this game is not going to last. There's only so many times people are going to take the fucking abuse, man. Like, it's that's how it is, man. Like, there's no way. They might be. Not for a game that's been out that long. Yeah, it's fucking bad, man. It's actually bad. And you know, we wouldn't bring up all these points, AGS, um, if we didn't give a fuck about the game. Right? At the end of the day, we only bring it up because we give a fuck about the game. We want to see prosperity in the game. Right? There should be no confusion about that. But it doesn't mean we're going to tolerate not handling your fucking job. Right? It's just there's no acceptable behavior for it. It's so lackluster to continuously have these problems and not address them. I'm not talking about like some small time bug, like a visual bug where, you know, armor's clipping or any of that. No, I'm talking about massive problems where players are being falsely fucking punished, falsely prosecuted. They go onto your website to pursue the appeal for their ban because they shouldn't have been banned in the first place, only to get rejected to the point where they have to go to your forums and complain on the forums for a customer service representative on the forums to tell you, hey, you know what, go submit an appeal again and ask them that, or tell them that I sent you. That's fucking insane. You have to go through all these hurdles and steps because you were falsely reported. That's fucked. It's fucked. There's no justification for it, AGS. This is not acceptable. From a company standpoint, we don't give a fuck. Okay? You need to start prioritizing the players that actually care about your game. You need to prioritize what is actually dude, you have false fucking reports on your game. False fucking reports. Honestly, disable reports. What good have they done? We just looking at the fucking statistical values of the number of actually harassing players and toxic players versus the false reports that are going around, the numbers are fucked, dude. Your community is full of toxic individuals. There's no way the reports are working, right? They're not working. Meanwhile, innocent players are getting teamed up by this toxic fucking group of community, and they're just flat out, your innocent players that are just trying to fucking play the game and enjoy the game are getting gangbanged by fucking toxic players. You need to change your fucking system. You need moderators. I've been saying this since fucking the first month. This is not something that's brand new. This is an issue that's been ongoing and reoccurring. This is not fucking acceptable, AGS. You need to change your fucking system. And you need to tell everyone you're changing your system. Listen, the basic shit for recovery, for customer service is, we see that you're upset. You know, thank you for being there for us when when we're going through all this. We apologize that this has happened to you. These are the steps we're going to take, and then you fucking do it. That's customer service. That's showing that you give a fuck about your community. If you want to know how it's done, it's that fucking simple. On shit like this, you say, you give yourself a little apology, right? You give out an apology, and then you fucking handle the issue. That's literally how it works. It shows that you're fucking listening, and it shows you're handling business. This shit of false reports has been around since fucking beta. It's been around since beta. You probably upped the number on the bot actually just banning people, right? You probably upped the number stating, you know what? Okay, the bot's definitely banning fucking everyone. So we need to tone this down. That's not the fucking solution, dude. If you want it to be automated, then you know what? You need to learn how to fucking set it up so it's automated where innocent players are not getting fucking punished. Dude, you cannot have innocent players being punished. Or just, right. Yep. And it's just an ongoing issue. And you know what? I don't know if it's because that they're just completely understaffed. That could be an issue, right? It honestly could be. I mean, there's a lot of ways we can go about that and state that there's issues and stuff. But at the end of the day, when a company is fucking up this much and they're not able to hold their own, Big Brother has to step in. Right? Amazon. If your little company, AGS, are having all these issues, why aren't you fucking helping them? The Amazon Game Studios is an extension of Amazon, right? It's just fucking crazy. It's absolute fucking crazy. Let me fix the Discord shit because you were popping like crazy. There we go. No, they didn't hire. I'm telling you right now that they didn't hire competent individuals because here's the thing. It takes one competent individual to identify and address all these issues. Right? In all honesty, the way I became a manager was I was competent. I saw issues, I addressed them. So franchise owners that seen me work for them, or just whoever I fucking worked for, they would see that I'm doing all this and they're mind blown. They're like, how do you get this done? I go, it's fucking simple. You see how it's a problem? You give it to a person to fix. Hey, we have false bans going out. We should probably have every developer on this and think of an actual system that's not going to get exploited by mass spam. And then guess what? Your customer service can be as shitty as they want if innocent people aren't getting banned. Right? If actual people, listen, if you're a scumbag, listen, I can be a scumbag at times. You know what I mean? Like I've stated this like time and time again. I have no problem admitting that there are times where I can be an asshole. Like right now, I'm actually attacking AGS as a company. But it's because innocent players are being punished. When something's fucked up, you need to address it. I've always been that person. I don't have a filter system where, you know what, like I understand like you guys are doing all this and that's good and stuff, but maybe we should look at that. No, fuck that. This is fucked up and people are getting really upset about it. Fucking address it. Whatever else you think is a priority is not a priority. It's not. No, it's not. Like, new content is the exact opposite of what they should be working on right now. Listen, your player base is not going to stay because you have new content when people are getting falsely banned. They're not going to. Yeah, it's none of that. It makes no fucking sense. It doesn't make sense. The fundamental core values of this fucking game is fucked. Work on those. Flat out, just work on those. Nothing else matters for you right now. There's nothing you can tell me to justify your rhyme or reason. There's nothing. Because there's no justification for these priorities. I need to get rid of this platinum more. Maybe I'll turn it into platinum. Yeah. Let's go turn it into platinum. But yeah, man, I'm so glad he's back. Like, I feel bad for him, because that's happened to me. But it's none of it's okay, man. Listen, if you're falsely reporting someone, you're a fucking piece of shit. I understand people, like, you'll be in an argument in a heat of a moment and you'll have a lot of back and forth. And then you just go, you know what? I'm not going to argue with you. And then you report them. Listen, you have to reflect on the situation. most of the time when I report someone, I'm not humoring or giving them a time or update. You know what I mean? I don't. I just fucking report them. And then usually I'm blocking them because I'm not going to waste my time. So as an individual, I was hoping that whoever's moderating these reports are shifting through, they see what's going on, they go to look at the chat logs, and then they handle the situation. Apparently, that's not what's happening at all. There's no documentation from the moderators. There's no anything. It's just, oh, man. You know, there's players that are fucking permanently banned for real market trading. Players, actual players. For selling coin. For selling coin. I want you to think about this for a second. Actual players that have never posted anything about real market trading were banned for real market trading. What kind of fucking reach is that, Amazon? Right? What the fuck? You're going to tell me that everything's reviewed by a person? No, they're not. There's no fucking way. You know what? Remove the report system. Hire fucking moderators to just sit in the game and read fucking chat. Right? They have an option with all three chats, all three faction chats, and they have all the chats available, and they just read it. Pay someone to sit around and watch how that forms your game. It changes a lot. It changes shit, the dynamic, a lot. Dude, what ends up happening is, I'm telling you right now, people will deal with exploits and shit like that. They'll deal with exploits, scummy fucking cheese and stuff like that. The one thing people won't tolerate is a toxic community. Bam, 400 gold from health potions. I think that was only 50 too. I still have 150 up. Yeah, that was 50. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But at the end of the day, they're just not handling business. You know what I mean? I'm not saying every single server needs a moderator, right? Because they already fucked themselves on the number of fucking servers that they have up, right? And they're finally merging, and we're going to see the number count go down for the servers, which honestly I think is a good thing, because that's a lot of wasted resources, right? Because Amazon pays for that server, and it doesn't matter if there's one person on it or if there's 2,000 people. The value of that server is still the same, right? Because there's bandwidth allocation. It's reserved for that server. That being said, the only way that they're going to actually thrive, is you cut costs where cost is being wasted. Bam, 800 gold for health potions. Honestly, I've said this before and I'll say it again. I really don't mind the idea of actually paying a monthly fee. Dude, Amazon, you can almost put a $5 monthly fee on the game for a literally $5 monthly fee. I'm not talking 15 like Amazon or Final Fantasy 14. I mean $5, right? $5 from a million people is still $5 million a month, right? And that $5 kind of gates certain types of toxic individuals. You know what I mean? It makes bans a lot more serious. And it makes it so you have money to invest into your actual fucking moderator teams. You know what I mean? Having people actually there to ensure that the quality and health of the fucking game is there. Because right now, it's not. It's really not. What is this icon? Do you see the shit? What are these though? Are they no, are they look like these fucking charms and shit. That's weird. Fucking weird, man. Okay, where's my water? All right. I need to collect the Zoth water for continuing production of fat stacks of cash. Actually, I could probably just buy the Zoth water. Who gives a fuck? But yeah. So that's a little update about what happened in regards to what I was talking about last night. That was on the forums and all that. But man, this shit is so fucked. These false bans need to be handled. Like they actually need to be handled by a real team. Can you imagine how many people that were falsely banned just decided not to play anymore? Like I guarantee you that's a thing. It looks like 130. Bam, another 70 gold. Those potions are cash money. Yeah, it's 130. So that means I need 100 more water and 116 more Zoth water. Fuck, man, I actually have to go grind out Zoth water because there's not enough on the trade post. When you actually have to farm the shit, because it's just there's not enough on the trade post. That's crazy, man. That's actually crazy. Hold on, let me add that good old Zoth spring. Okay, we're ready. We're good to go. Man, I felt so bad for that dude too, because I've had that happen. You know, that's the thing, right? When you see, yes, vial of suspended Azoth is sold too. Damn, within like 12 hours? Yeah, 12 hours. Within 12 hours, I made 6K. Yeah, and the crazy part is I'm using 12 hours as in it wasn't 12 hours of farm. It means it took me 12 hours to fucking figure out what I needed to do to make some money. And health pots are fucking money. If you're part of a server with like medium to high population, bro, if you have Arcana up there, that's some cash money. That's some good money right there. Health pots are fucking insane. But the Zoth water, that's like your main bottleneck, right? Even though, so that was only 14 gold worth of Zoth water, right? All this time that I've spent since the town there. You know, like in general, like it's not like actually farming Zoth water isn't that profitable on the server. Because it sells anywhere between like 2 to pretty much 3, like 2 to 3 gold. Man, I've been making bank on those potions though. I think we should almost have enough for your. We're halfway there, right? For the VB. Yeah, I have almost 8K. I'll be able to produce a lot more here in a minute. What the hell is this? Well, I'm gonna convert all those into fat money. You know what? These like lower tier recovery fucking foods are actually pretty like handy. Yeah, if you're from my server and you want to make some money, sell a Zoth water, please. I need a Zoth water. Yeah. Start pimping it out. I was actually last night thinking about doing a recruitment video. You know what I mean? Highly edited, like an overly edited video for recruiting. Because I was watching like some of these. I got inspiration from. There was this guy who did this like. It's like one of the very first ARGs, which is pretty much if you don't know what an ARG is, it's an alternate reality, right? And so there was this, you know, the sitting and smiling guy. You never heard about him? He just, his whole channel is just of videos of him sitting and smiling. Right. Yeah, same guy. The guy that had his house broken into, where the guy opened the door, saw him sitting there. Oh my god, one word would for killing a level 60 wolf. Amazon. This is not how you tone shit down, dude. That's so fucked. Anyways, yeah. He wasn't the first person to have that kind of a channel. There was I think her name is like Bambi or some shit. I'll have to look it up. after I end the stream today, I'll look it up and I'll post it in the description. But yeah, so anyways, she would do videos of, it's like literally like her name does nothing, right? And it would just be like 45-second videos of her literally just doing nothing. And she actually started acquiring like a fucking huge fan base, like massive fan base. I'm talking like she was getting 500,000 views on the videos. And this is like 12 years ago. Back when hitting like 500,000 views, that's fucking insane, my guy. That's insane. Literally nothing. She literally does nothing. They're like 45 seconds long and she literally does nothing. Like this, the whole concept of her channel. Well, anyways, so there was this another channel / website and all this crazy shit that was like dedicated to her. And when you see it, like the very first time I saw his videos, I'm like, that's an art major, right? That's someone that's into video editing. Because 12 years ago, we didn't have the technology that we have today, where pretty much everyone can edit a video and make it really good. Like it was one of those disturbing, creepy videos, black and white, fucking with what is it called? Like after image effects, where an image is moving, it'll have like that little drag with it and all sorts of shit. It was crazy, fucking crazy. I would show it if my videos wouldn't be marked as demonetized and copyright strike. Even though I talk about it and it would fall under fair use, I'm not gonna risk it. But anyways, so his videos, they were like they're like somewhat disturbing, right? But goddamn, they're good. They're like really good. They're creepy as fuck, but they're really good, right? And I'm pretty sure he told her what he was planning on doing and all that stuff, and she was probably okay with it. The reason why I state that and why I'm making such a bold assumption and claim, she never made any comments about it. She never stated like, hey, you need to stop or any of this. None of that at all. Not once. He left a creepy as fuck comment on her video. She never removed it or anything. Like, we're talking like creep status. And the guy's wearing like a gas mask and shit and fucking like there's like chain rooms. It's so fucking crazy. I'm gonna have to actually let me look it up right now. I think it was on Expo. I don't think I watched enough videos last night to lose it in my library. We'll have to see. I might have though. Oh, okay. It's Maggie Bond. All right, and I'm gonna give the source right now. Where I got like all this information from, or the start of it at least, and it's by Nexpo. Right, Nexpo has a video on it, so you know we'll watch it later. But here, I'll plop that in the description for you guys real quick while I have it. And bam. Okay, it's in the description. So there's Nexpo. He of course cites his references of Maggie Bond, and the Maggie Bond Project is what he called it, which was a website, but then he also did, I think it was like 5 videos or something like that, right? Where the 5 videos would show like disturbing imagery. And people were like getting freaked out. I think he only made like he would only get like 35k views, right? That I think that was like his top end, because from what I remember of the screenshot, it was like he had one video at 35, then he had like 2 at 10. You know, so it wasn't nearly as big as Maggie Bond. But imagine if you made videos and you're getting like 35k views 12 years ago. That's still pretty big. You know, and to this day, he's so relevant and tagged to Maggie Bond that if you Google Maggie Bond, if you just flat out Google her, you'll actually get results for the Maggie Bond project, which is his project. But yeah, I really think that was a collaboration. I really do think it is. Because if someone went through all that and made things that uncomfortable and creepy about you, 100% you can get that investigated. Right? That's what is it? It's intimidation to do, or it's not a threat to do harm. What is it called in fucking conspiracy? Conspiracy of kidnapping, conspiracy of afflicting discomfort and harm. It's threatening behavior. So yeah. Regardless of how nice your videos look, conspiracy is conspiracy. Ooh, damn. I think I was down to 1. I almost died right there. Oh, you know what's one of the resources that I can use for the infused health potions? You remember the bulbs? Bulbs from the Bull Rush? Yeah, those. To make the best potions in the game, it's those. And there was something listed about reeds, like their arcana properties about it, but I didn't see it anywhere. Yeah, SOP is better. I need, okay, so yeah. So just put this in perspective. For everything else, I only need 1 ingredient. For Hyssop, I need 10. So obviously, Hyssop scales the most. Which last night I went through, I think, like 8,000 worth. Yeah. I'm telling you, yesterday I only had like 1.5k gold at one time, and then like I made some gold doing random shit, but these health potions are thousands upon thousands of gold. And it makes sense because our server pisses through them like they're fucking nothing. You know what I mean? So, one, I level my Arcana. Two, it's fat money. It's like winning. Like that's another thing that I wanted to talk about and fucking put out there. It's like there's a lot of people that think like the end game is like having a company that's taking over zones and stuff. Honestly, end game is what you make it, right? If you want to be a trading vendor slash merchant like Bubbles, you do that. You know what I mean? If you want to be, you know, a warmongering fucking company, do it. You know, 100% I'm down. If you just want to fucking grind out expeditions, there's nothing wrong with that. And if anyone ever calls you like a PvP baby or a PvE baby because you don't fucking because you don't conform to what they find endgame, they're fucking idiots, right? Like I've said since day one, fuck the meta, you know, do what you want to do. Of course there are refining stages, right? Like there, if your fucking build is absolutely dog shit, you know, find out why it's dog shit. How do you change it? For example, for the longest time, I was dealing no damage. So how do I improve my damage? It's fucking rend, man. It's so blatantly obvious that it's rend. And a lot of people would be like, well, how do you not fucking know that? You know, like how do you not know that you need sundering this or this or that? It's like, cause it's not obvious. You sit there and you watch other people, they deal like fucking 4 to 5k a fucking hit, and then you're dealing like 800. It's kind of like, what the fuck is going on? As a musket player, you don't need rend, right? Oh, could you imagine if, wait, is there a shot that has rend? I don't think there is. They have empowering, which is kind of like, it's similar to rend, but it's better. Fuck off, boar. Let me look real quick. Yeah, standard musket shots deal 12% more damage if target is burning. But no actual rend effects. I feel like stopping power should have rend. You know, like that would be considered something that would over penetrate armor. But anyways, yeah. So if you stack rend, it's disgustingly good. Right? So I get like the 20% from, say, my armor breaker, right? Which is a skill no one fucking uses. Right? They have other skills that they use, such as some use clear out, but I think clear out's kind of bad. I like the meme value of clear out, but it's really not that good. Like when you're actually fighting someone in your great if you're a Warhammer Great Axe, hitting someone that far away from you is hindering you. Right? You're generating space for them. Right? It's not for you, it's for them. They're gaining benefits from it. The flip is, of course, if you're losing the fight, then clear out feels amazing. But you're playing, you literally set up the skill set from the vantage point if you're going to lose, which is not ideal. You never want to play from behind, right? This game punishes you for trying to play from behind. That's why when people make these comebacks where it's like, oh, you know, like fucking 10% HP, the other guy's at half, and then you manage to grind them out, like everyone would be like, what the fuck? That's insane. Well, it's because playing from behind in this game is just, the game's too clunky. You know what I mean? If you just turn on turbo mode, it doesn't fucking matter because the game's too clunky to support that fast counteractive playstyle. That being said, if you're pretty good with fucking rapier and spear, then yeah, it's a lot more ease of access, right? You have more capabilities of having those comebacks with those combinations. But as far as like even from just a great axe standpoint, like even from great axe, it's just comebacks alone is just not highly generated. Lifesteal is not as big as what you would hope it is. Meanwhile, it's just the playing from behind is just definitely not supported. It's not like StarCraft or World of Warcraft. God, no one's hit this area. Thank God. Bad stacks of Azoth water, man. But yeah, so that's the update of the situation. I don't think we're gonna really push for like a 3-hour stream today. It's gonna be a nice short one. Give you a quick little tip on how making money on your server. Check the health pot prices. You can also level your Arcana that way. I mean, if your Arcana is super low, then making low level health pots aren't really the play. People are only really mass buying the high infused ones. Like if you're on a budget, it just means you buy less potions. It doesn't mean you buy the lower ones. You know what I mean? But yeah. Hopefully we can see fucking Amazon Game Studios do something about these false reports. As more and more on the forums, we're making this like more like we're bringing awareness to the situation, which I hope that eventually Amazon Game Studios finds that this behavior is not acceptable, and individuals filing these false reports actually get a very hefty ban, like an actual hefty ban, because it's fucked, dude. It's really fucked. But yeah, anyways, I hope everyone has a good weekend. I think we might do a little stream tomorrow, like another short one. We'll think about what to do for the stream. It might be like another gathering or something like that. We're just so focused on money making right now, trying to get the Void Bend set out of the way for Icera, that it's just, this is pretty much our prep for the update. So anyways, get your trade skills up. Don't fall for the drama. Stay away from toxic people, and if you see them, just actually take a screenshot and send it to customer service online. The report system in game only benefits mass reporting. So have a good one, and we'll catch you later. Take care.